My name is Peter, and for a week now I've been living in the back room, unable to recall how I ended up here. Aimlessly wandering through its corridors, I stumbled upon a door unlike the others. Intrigued, I decided to step inside, hoping for some answers. As I entered, a spacious room unfolded before me, adorned with a magnificent pool. A surge of anticipation ran through me, and without hesitation, I leaped into the pool. As I resurfaced, a wave of astonishment washed over me. The pool seemed to transform into the real world. It was a long-awaited return to reality, but few moments later everything began to fade, dissipating into thin air. The green fields vanished, the bird song ceased, and the floral scent wasted. Panic gripped me as I realized it was all a fleeting dream. Once again, I found myself trapped within the back room. And again, I had to survive and hide from different entities. As I journeyed through the treacherous back room, I encountered an array of bizarre and otherworldly creatures. Each entity I encountered was distinct, with appearances and characteristics that defied all logic and familiarity. Each encounter with these creatures demanded every ounce of my strength, wit, and agility. I honed my instincts, learning their patterns and exploiting their weaknesses. It was a constant battle for survival, with no room for complacency or respite. As I reflect on those harrowing encounters, I realize that the back room was a realm teeming with malevolence, where every inhabitant sought to extinguish my existence. Their diversity only amplified the complexity and danger of my situation, reminding me that within the shadows, death lurked in countless forms. And one of them almost killed me, but still I survived. I met another guy and we started looking for a way out together. And we found the way out. But it turned out to be a different level. Since awakening in this ominous back room, it became clear that nothing here is safe, and I realized that everything within this place is bent on destroying me. Every step, every decision is a battle for survival. The back room proved to be a lethal maze, filled with dangers. Traps and horrors awaited behind every door. Walls would melt, shadows would attack, and objects would come to life, turning into deadly weapons. Surviving here was incredibly challenging. Sometimes I met people, but they quickly disappeared into the yellow and dark labyrinths of the back room. Yet, the fight for survival was a solitary one. There was no one around to support or aid me. I had to rely solely on my courage and determination. Each day became a struggle against my own nightmares and unseen threats. As time passed, my strength and hope began to wane. The challenges and ruthlessness of the back room pushed me to my limits. But I refused to give up. I knew that I possessed an inner strength that could overcome even the darkest of obstacles. Sometimes in the back room there were very strange and incomprehensible things. My suspicions grew with each new trial in the back room. Everything that transpired seemed too well orchestrated to be mere coincidence. I could sense that someone was constantly watching me, with a sinister desire to end my life. The invisible enemy was setting traps specifically for me. One day, as I continued my exploration of the back room in search of answers, I stumbled upon a secret passage leading to an unusual corridor. Unlike the others, this corridor appeared distinct, as if designed for secrecy and intrigue. Approaching its end, I discovered an unlocked door. My heart raced as I crossed its threshold and found myself in a room filled with hundreds of monitors, displaying various corners of the back room. Seated in the center of the room was a man of formidable build, staring at me from one of the screens. His eyes brimmed with malice, and his face exuded mercilessness. I realized he was the one surveilling me and orchestrating the deadly traps. Without hesitation, I knew it was time to confront this threat head-on. My resolve emanated from the depths of my soul as I advanced towards the man, intent on ending his reign of terror. I sensed that this was my only chance to break free from his control and preserve my life. Finally, I emerged victorious, and the man fell lifeless to the ground. With a deep breath, I realized that I was now liberated from his influence. However, questions remained. Who was he, and why had he been pursuing me? After vanquishing the man who had tormented me, I resumed my search for an exit. And then, after 100 days, I stumbled upon a peculiar path where entities and monsters outnumbered the norm. I knew this was no coincidence. I exerted every effort to evade the malevolent beings that sought to end my life. As I raced through the elongated corridor, I noticed something different about it. At its end, I encountered a room that was entirely pristine and white. Driven by a mix of trepidation and hope, I cautiously proceeded towards the light. And then, as if by some miraculous force, I emerged into reality. I found myself in a forest, serenaded by the melodic songs of birds. I was alive and unscathed, having spent a total of 194 days within the treacherous back room. Subscribe to the channel. If you liked this video, please like. You can watch other videos on the channel